Hello, I'm Jamie.
Hello, I'm Mark, and it's time for another episode of Through the Garden Gate. It's Tuesday night, it's 7:30. It's time for another episode of Through the Garden Gate. Jamie's in, let's get him in.
Moss. Not ginger dog. No, this one's Moss. That one's Bramble. That's Moss. Get out. He can never, ever let Bramble just have a cuddle. Oh, so boisterous. He just bash her out the way.
Knock you over.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. He's going to be a big, strong dog.
Beast of a dog.
He is. Hello, Mark.
Hello, I'm on 5G down here with my fancy new phone.
Oh, should be no glitching then.
No glitching, should be able to hear me crisply.
Yeah.
Should be in high definition.
Don't know if everybody wants that.
Probably not.
Oh, a long time no see. What was it? Probably
Less than 24 hours?
Less than 24 hours ago, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's probably 24 hours to be fair.
It was, yeah.
It was. 7, wasn't it?
Yeah, bloody hell. 24 hours ago. Seemed way too much of each other.
Never enough.
No, definitely not. No. It was a good day, wasn't it?
Oh, it's fab.
Yeah.
What a day out. What a treat.
Fantastic day. So we went to RHS Hampton Court
Garden Festival.
Is that what it's Garden Festival, is it?
Garden Festival, yeah.
Oh, I've been telling everybody it's a flower show.
Garden Festival, apparently.
Oh, yeah, why not?
That mean they've got bands playing?
Well, there's a bloody great big stage, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. Should have got Brian May on there.
Yeah, he could have done a bit of a set, couldn't he?
Belt out a bit of a guitar solo.
Yeah.
And they could have had JB from JLS give a bit of a performance.
Yeah. That would have been a duet, wouldn't it, them two?
And what's Brian May's wife's actress, isn't she? She could have done a performance of some sort.
Yeah, she's an actress. Yeah, she's Ange. Ange from EastEnders.
Yes.
Back in the day, yeah. Ange and Den.
Dirty Den.
Dirty Den. Bramble, stop nicking my broad beans, you little dickhead. Stop it. He keeps plucking them.
Right, that's it. We've got to put the explicit thing within.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Anita Dobson, you got it. Definitely got it, Joe. That's right.
Dobson. That's the one.
Yeah. So yesterday, that was lovely. I enjoyed that because we were there on the press day. Very privileged.
Had the place to ourselves, pretty much.
It was fantastic.
Something that not many people get to experience. That.
No bumping and queuing and waiting and can't see that.
Close up to the show gardens and going through some of the show gardens.
No rucksacks bashing you in the face as people turn.
Or
umbrellas poking you in the eye.
Luckily, the weather was kind. You didn't need an umbrella.
No.
Evening,
it was lovely, wasn't it?
Jenny.
Yeah. Hello, Jenny. Congratulations.
Plant Grow winner.
Yes. He did so good. He was so happy. It was unbelievable. So happy that she'd won, which is brilliant. Yeah, 250 quid from them guys is amazing.
For compost, and she's not long moved, so she'll have a nice new load of mulch for her garden to make it all nice.
Yeah, brilliant.
That'd be good.
I hope they contacted you today. They tried to contact you today, Jenny, but because your account is private, they couldn't get you. So I guess you've probably messaged them now.
I'm sure.
So I don't think we're going to have Jenny on. Doesn't look like it.
She's not about, is she?
She's not about, and I think she's had something go off, so she might not be able to get on. But we'll keep an eye out for her, and if she pops in, we can drag her in and have a chat, can't we?
Yeah.
But we can talk about Hampton Court.
We can indeed.
Oh, they've followed you, Jenny. Oh, well done. Yeah, brilliant. No, so welcome. Absolutely so welcome. Love it. I want to see all the results.
Yeah.
Lots of posts of the results because
what choices she makes, because there's plenty of choice nowadays as well. Not only outdoor, you can have indoor stuff, you can have plant food, you can have all sorts.
Loads of stuff. Evening, Kim.
Evening, Kim. Long
Less than 24 hours ago.
You've not had enough of us yet.
That's what you can grow and plant. Look at the size of that broad bean. Way too big, but look at it. It's massive.
Save those to grow next year. No, he's eating them. They got
That's all right, actually.
They were dry.
No, not much. Can you squeeze it? Juicy.
Nice.
Bramble likes them anyway. Here you go. See ya.
You have them
Go away.
in a salad then, when they're nice and fresh.
Yeah, just blanch them quickly. Blanch them for a minute or two, and then that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, lovely.
Your leeks are looking nice behind you.
Cool, isn't they? I've left them.
It's like you got a little alien bed.
Yeah, I just.
It is an alien bed.
Oh, yeah. I done it with some onions last year. I let some onions, they went to seed, and I left them, and that looked fantastic. So in another few days, when these all pop open, it's going to look great.
I've got 5 or 6, but they've all gone wonky and they're lying down and stuff. I need to tie them all up.
Yeah, I got a couple. One of them has gone round like a sickle. Yeah. Shushed.
Oh, yeah,
What's it say? Shushed on toast.
I think that means smushed.
Oh, mushed.
Yeah,
Mushed
like
on toast with toast.
avocado.
Oh, yeah.
Poor man's avocado.
Yeah, so that was a great day. What time did we meet at Kim's? 6:30-ish?
No, 7:30.
7:30 was it? Oh, no, we left at 6:30. I left at 6:20.
I left at 6, which is why I got there before you.
But normally, I got home in an hour last night.
Yeah,
it was fine.
Got hit by some traffic.
Yeah, and then it was a nice drive. It was a good drive all the way to.
Yeah, no sitting on the M25
to London. Yes.
Too bad.
Kim, Mark was late as well.
Only just. That's because I drove around Kim's close about 4 times trying to figure out which one was number 1. I'd actually got there at about 35 minutes past and was just driving around it close going, where's number 1?
Me and Mark were waiting for ages. No, you weren't. Must have been all of about 4 or 5 minutes maximum.
It was enough time for a good cuddle with Luna.
Exactly. Luna? Oh, Kim, he got your dog's name wrong. Look at this for a dog. Oh. Look at this for a big mossy. Good boy. Yeah, so we got all the way to Hampton Court, went and got our press passes. That was all exciting.
I nearly got refused because she had my name wrong.
Yeah. And for some reason advertised that you're a homeowner on yours.
I don't know why they put that. That's really weird. I obviously put something in the wrong box somewhere.
You must have. That's what you must have.
Should have had my
Alien.
handle on there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we got there. What was it? We straight in, and it was first stall was Middleton's, but we didn't see her. They weren't there all day.
Just hiding from us, I think.
Unfortunately.
Saw us coming and ducked down behind the salvias.
I thought it was going to be a lot more like Chelsea, but it wasn't. I think it was more like Gardener's World than Chelsea.
Because there was more plant stands and stuff?
More selly stuff, but also none of the big show gardens like at Chelsea. The big, Mower gardens. Palette Supremo, yeah.
Palette.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be big show gardens like at Chelsea, but none of them were massive like that. Well, yeah, Kim said there's nothing like Gardener's World, but it probably wouldn't have been today. It had a nice vibe today with all the people around. It was only because it was like a ghost town yesterday.
Well, it was very much like Gardener's World in the sense of like the press evening, because it's dead on the press evening at Gardener's World.
Yeah.
So it's a very similar to that we had the whole day rather than just like 4 hours in the evening.
But we were there all day anyway, so it was just like a carry on at Gardeners World. It was just a carry on all day anyway, so we just went from building straight in and had all the press bits.
It was very similar to Tatton that I've been to last year, but on a bigger scale and a nicer surrounding, because Tatton's very much like just a big field.
Right,
and
okay.
Not like the palace or anything like that to see. I thought that was really cool how you walked over the water feature.
That was amazing, over that
floral marquee and then weaved in amongst avenues of trees and stuff. It was just, it's like a garden visit mixed in with a flower show all in one.
Yeah. But we didn't get to see the gardens. I don't know whether you can if you go to the show. Can you just
Probably not.
Go off?
Probably not.
No.
I guess that must be in front of the house, and then there's probably the proper formal gardens. The other
we were in the back garden, weren't we?
Yeah. We were in the nice view from the house, and then you've got the nice bit where everybody can hobnob at the back.
I wonder how that bridge copes though, because it wasn't huge, was it? You start getting thousands of people back and forth.
I guess that's why there was several rather than just one.
What's that?
There was 5 or 6 bridges across, wasn't there?
Oh, I don't know.
Not just the one we went across. There was more than.
Oh, right, I only saw that one. Take much notice.
When they had the couple of shows at Chatsworth, they had bridges over the river there as well, the same, because you were in front of the house on the parkland at Chatsworth as well. So they did the same, put several bridges across. Probably like army bridges. They're probably built to take a tank over.
Oh yeah, I bet they are. Yeah. No, but I enjoyed that. It was really good. The first set of gardens, what were they called? Sustainable or something? The sustainable gardens, them little ones.
Resilient pockets.
Resilient. That's it. Resilient.
I really like those. They were nice.
I really like those.
Good feel to them.
That's where Sophie was doing, wasn't she?
Well, no, Hella. Hella was there. We didn't see Hella.
Who's Hella?
You know who Sophie does the seed thing with?
No.
So Sophie that we had on.
Yeah.
What was her seed and growing tutorial thing?
Oh right, yeah, I know what you mean.
Her partner in that did one of the pocket gardens.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. I saw on Instagram afterwards that she was there, and Sophie had obviously gone over to give her a hug and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of those was hers.
Yeah, they were nice. I like them because, like we said, there's no border like at Gardener's World on those ones. It was just, I suppose, you dig out what you need.
Yeah,
because they were all shaped, weren't they?
Yeah, they're organic formed rather than having almost a picture frame around it.
Yeah.
You were confined by a square.
Yeah, I like them. Really nice. But then we didn't really find the show gardens till late, did we?
No, we got distracted by gin.
Yeah. Gin at the Cayley Brothers stand.
The Cayley Brothers have made a mushroom-infused gin, which we tried, which was
really nice.
Very nice. Not what I was expecting.
I didn't get much mushroom taste.
No, but then Adam, viewed from the potting bench, had one that had all the fancy dried mushrooms.
Yeah.
That was really, really mushroomy.
Wow. Joe, you're a font of knowledge. Charles I escaped from Hampton Court Palace when he was held prisoner there. Oh, my goodness.
How did he manage that? Hide in a tree.
Did he go in the maze? Yeah, mushroom and tarragon. That was nice. I liked it. I thought it was going to be a lot more
earthy. Yeah, I thought that.
But it wasn't.
Pretty much like the elderflower one we made, really. It was a very similar, maybe not as lemony.
No.
But that depends how much lemon you threw in it.
But like I said to you yesterday, talking about the elderflower one, because we haven't guzzled ours.
It wasn't just me, I'll add. It was the mother-in-law. She had quite a fair share from it.
Ours is getting more and more elderflowery.
Yeah. Which is weird because you've strained it, so there's not actually any more of the
Yeah, how does it?
flowers in it.
How does it? Bramble, get down. Yeah, how does it? He sneaked over the gardens and had a boat waiting at the river. Wow.
Well, it's right next to the Thames, isn't it? So he
Oh,
was
of
out
course
of
it is. Yeah. On his rowboat.
that. Not on a James Bond style speedboat zooming off down.
You can imagine it, can't you? And then the police are going, come on, let's get it.
Blowing a whistle. Stop him!
Brilliant.
That's that.
What was your fave bit then at the show?
I did like that Fern Arch
Yeah.
at Ian Gill Sculptures. That was really nice. John, I think it was the Britain in Bloom garden that Kim said John Wheatley had his hand in. That was really nice.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really a show garden. It was a floral display or something.
It was just more of a display. Yeah.
I liked the sunken one that didn't have very many flowers. That one was very
exactly what I prefer. That's my favourite out of all of them.
that we found right at the end.
Right at the end, yeah.
Literally like half an hour before we left.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. Be interesting to know what that got, whether that got well marked.
I didn't notice.
I don't think it had the mark on there yet. I'll have to look through it because I've got an email with all the awards on it.
Oh, they did have them on because that one, didn't I say I knew that I was talking to the designer at Gardeners World Live, hers was on because she got a gold for that, so that was already on there. But yeah, I liked it how, as we walked down the main bit and looked to the right of that garden, it didn't look sunken to me.
No.
And then when you walk around the side, you can then see the steps and tell it was sunken. It was amazing.
Almost looked like a meadow, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah, that was definitely my favourite garden. Quite simple.
Yeah.
And it was just mainly whites and light purples.
Yeah. Yeah. Those ones were nice along there. Some of them were a bit weird. Like what was the one with the bridge on it that you went on? That one was almost one of those that's like a film set rather than a show garden.
The one I went on?
Yeah, the big one.
Well, the one that you went over with Ali?
Yeah. Almost feels like a film set because it was like half of it was like a desert and then the other half was like a English country garden, wasn't it? It was really weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it was complete contrast from one to the other. Not the one with the scaffolding plank.
That was down at the other side, wasn't it?
Yeah, the big proper bridge that I walked over. Well, Mark and Ali walked through both gardens.
I think it was called the Charleston or Charlton Garden. It was something to do with North Carolina, which is why they had all the Spanish moss hanging from the trees.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It was just a bit weird.
Too much.
I mean, it was very well done, but it just felt like a film set. It didn't feel like a show garden. Like you wouldn't be able to have that outside in this country because the Spanish moss would just die.
Well, we have to water ours through the summer. We only got a couple of bits, but I get the little spritz it every several days.
Because it's not humid enough. We don't get the humidity. It's very dry heat.
Yeah.
Well, either that or it just rains.
And it looked like, was it you said someone's got their dirty washing hanging out?
It did look a bit like that, didn't it?
It was all blowing in the wind. So when the wind got up, it was going sideways.
Yeah, I think they put a bit too much of it on. It could have been a lot less.
Way too much.
You'd have still had the same effect. But there were some good gardens. I think there's probably more show gardens than Gardeners World Live.
Yeah.
Because there was only probably a couple, three or four really big gardens at Gardeners World Live, and then the rest were more borders and showcase gardens.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Whereas there you probably had 20 show gardens and then a couple of patches of those pocket garden type things.
Yeah, the pocket gardens and the ones round near the Rose tent.
Yeah.
Same few there. They were a bit more
those ones had the
charity ones, I think, weren't they?
Yeah,
they had sleepers. But look, I think there was a school done one, a charity done another, and
Yeah, there was
And
the arthritis
the
and
dentist one.
the dentist one.
How random was
That
that?
was that was odd. I can see what they were trying to do, but it was a bit like, okay, there's teeth everywhere.
Yeah, that's really strange. Really strange. Yeah,
Yeah, it was so
just
nice.
saying about the teeth garden, Kim. I didn't. I don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, they did have a lot
They
of them
had
gardens.
a couple of allotment gardens, Leanne, but
It
nothing
wasn't
amazing.
massive, was it? It was
No.
quite a lot mixed in, wasn't there?
One of them was definitely a school done one. The furthest one near to the RHS side. I read it, and that was a school had done it. But that was the ones who had the buckets sunk into the table, the dining table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the school. So they didn't have a proper. Look at that. Look. Look at her. Bramble. Stop
Bramble
plucking the
likes
bloody broad beans.
beans.
Stop it. Don't have any left.
As long as he has the big ones. As long as she has the big ones.
Yeah, keep all the little soft ones for me.
Leave the little
Yeah,
ones.
the teeth garden. That lady was saying they're trying to. It wasn't actually about teeth. It was about
Dentists. It was raising awareness of the fact that there's not
you,
enough dentists.
and the mouth, not the gut biome, the mouth biome, or whatever she was
Yeah.
saying. That this bit
Oral
is
biome.
before. This bit is before the stomach bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I don't. Not for me.
Gut,
Not for me.
gut flora. Oral flora. It's the bit before the gut.
There we go, Julia. My lovely leeks that I've left.
It's like a picture frame behind you, like me last week.
And I did leave them on purpose because of last year when my onions went. I left them. They looked absolutely amazing. So I've left these to see how well they go. But they're a lot bigger. Obviously, they're huge. Hopefully, and they taste really nice as well. You get a. It tastes so oniony. The flowers taste oniony. But why wouldn't they? I suppose.
Yeah, I didn't realise you could eat the flowers on leeks.
Well, we'll see if I get to the end of the life.
Jamie just keels over. We'll leave you on that bombshell that you're not allowed to eat leeks. There you go.
What we got there?
Jenny says, stunning. So you must be able to eat them. You'll have leeks sprouting from your stomach.
No, I don't mind that. I know they taste really nice. I mean, you eat onion seed, don't you?
Yeah.
You use them as a herb or a spice. So that's why not. I love watching them day by day. They start splitting more and more and more.
And you can eat the scrapes, so that's only the same thing, isn't it?
Well, that is the scape, isn't it? Before the end.
Before it gets big and
Yeah.
woolly.
Yeah. Really nice.
So you also had a good chat with these fellas, didn't you?
We did. You've got a pair, the Felcos. Are they number ones? The originals?
Number 2, these ones.
Are they?
These are I've had these for probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But they are good. I've also got a pair that I've probably had 20 years, which have got like no red grip left on it. But if I wanted to, I could have that sent away. And
You've sent them back.
Like
they said £27, and they'll service them and make them like brand new again.
And they'll come back.
They'll come back
shiny and.
If they can't make them look brand new, they'll just replace them.
Yeah, just give you a new one. But I mean, even those ones, like the handles and everything, are not damaged at all, other than not having the rubber on it. So all they do is redip it. I would have thought. Swap all the.
I got to be careful what I say because Julie's in here and she's very very good friends with Dan Cooper, and I got my Nuaki ones from Dan, and I love them. They're absolutely amazing. They're best things, but my hands just slip down the handles too much because they don't do.
They haven't got that bit, have they?
Exactly. No, they're almost straight.
Smooth.
Yeah. and I've just found too many times that they just slow down too much. So I'm going to try some Falco ones. That lovely man said he might send us some bits, didn't he, to try out. So that will be nice. Falco
Would be nice.
number 4, Joe. Is that your chosen?
Falco.
Oh no, don't, Julia. I love Dan, and I buy everything from Dan. But just I've had them for 2 years, and I'm struggling with them now. So I'm gonna try some Falcos. That's it. I'm not going to steer away from Dan.
It's not like you throw them away either.
Oh no.
I've probably got 10 pairs of secateurs.
Have you?
Maybe 12 if you count the ones at work.
Wow.
But I've been gardening for God knows how long. So
yeah,
I've been bought pairs.
Yeah.
I've got pairs free in magazines and stuff. So
Yeah.
You never, and I'll leave a pair down at the veg garden. So if I forget to bring some, I've got a pair down here.
It's a long way, isn't it?
It's always good to have various different.
But those Nowaki ones are my first decent ones.
Yeah.
Because over the years, obviously, when we didn't garden, we had rubbish ones, just kicking around in the shed. But yeah, probably 2.5 years ago, I got them from Dan, and they're brilliant. Oh my god, they're absolutely amazing. But just I've got my Nowaki Hori Hori is absolutely amazing, and I've got some flower snips. They're Nowaki as well. Yeah, well,
my mum has just put in the questions that she sliced a bit off the end of her finger with her Falcos today.
Oh,
she needs some of those gloves that you were looking at.
Yeah, he's going to send us some.
They've got mesh inside
they're mesh,
that you can't do that.
Kevlar mesh or something, so you can't do it. Well, I'd done that, didn't I? I said to that man yesterday, that week, it wasn't last year, I don't think. I think it was the first year when I got those Nowaki ones, and you know how sharp they are when you first get them. Oh, my God.
They stay sharp as well.
1 week, I had 3 cuts, and they were big cuts on one hand. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
So
that was just...
They're definitely sharp then.
They're mega sharp. Absolutely mega sharp. But, yeah, I'm going to get some Falco ones, and I'm sure Dan will be absolutely fine. See you, Julia. Yeah, we've got to try them. They're some good ones.
These are really good as well. These are something pruning.
The little long nose ones.
Nice little snips. They're good for having about because you can do string and stuff with them. They're almost like a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
Another good thing
I
always have nothing about the place.
I got some
secateurs you can cut, do they?
No.
If you want to cut like
just
string,
just twist it, doesn't it? Yeah. Just twist it. I've got these. I just saw these on the side of a bed. Probably been sitting there for 3 weeks. Well, they have been. Look.
God. A pair of snips.
I think I was cutting bamboo canes with those, and I've just seen him down on the side of that bed down there.
They need a good wire brush.
They need something, yeah, definitely. WD-40. What have you been doing at work then since last week?
Well, I've only been there today. What I've been doing last week? Well, today I sorted the greenhouse out, give it a good sweep out because I think there was more soil on the floor than in the plant pots.
Yeah.
Took one of the benches out so that I could fit another tomato planter in. So I've got all the tomatoes planted up in there now. So I've only got half a bench left now as it's starting to wind down towards sowing, really.
Yeah.
Got all that tidied up and potted a few things on because I got in and my runner beans were like this after this week. They'd gone loopy over the weekend. I think they were trying to climb up the greenhouse. Like sword beans?
No, they're runner beans.
Are they the white ones?
Yeah. I've got a tag down there. Let me see what one they are. Got a label. Well, it should be. Oh, maybe not. Moss has had that as well. But what I did try is, because packed joy and things like that are just gits for bolting.
Yeah.
and a bit of sun. So when I put my runner beans in, I put some pak choy in underneath.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
See if a
good.
bit of shade. Let's see what's happened. Oh.
Bolted.
You just
Worth a
can't
try.
grow pak choy in the summer at all.
No.
You just can't do it. There's no point.
You need a bit of shade, like proper
Well, it's
shade.
really, really shady in there.
Probably
That's
quite
nice.
hot there as well.
That'd be quite humid in there once I've watered them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I've got 4 or 5 different kind of beans. The peas, just horrendous again. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I've been and bought some more plugs from Dobbies because they just keep getting eaten. But I want them up a trellis. I want them up a teepee, but you just can't protect them up a teepee, can you?
The ones at work seem to be being left alone. I've got, my harrow that I've got on the side of Jabba with the hanging pots. I usually put bedding in
Oh
that, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
plant peas in that, and they're all scrambling up there. Keeps them away from the slugs.
Mm. It's not slugs, it's pigeons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't seem to have it. Well, Dash just chased a pigeon, actually.
They are then. Maybe I need to leave the dogs out.
Yeah, to sleep the dogs out. Patrol the area.
Chase them every 2 seconds. Or a scarecrow. Need to
Yeah.
make a scarecrow.
Maybe
Look at that
it's
in there.
roots. What is that?
That is a slug
Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
inside that pak choy. And I just grabbed a leaf off that and munched it. Lovely.
That's what you get for just shoving stuff in your mouth.
I always do it. I love doing it. Oh, there's my little snips. They're up there. Bloody hell, I leave stuff everywhere, Mark.
I'm the same. You get distracted and wander off and then forget that you've had stuff out. My horry's around somewhere. I noticed that was in the holster. That's going to be laying around somewhere in the veg garden.
They're the wacky ones, but they need
I need some WD-40.
They need a clean up. But I've got again from Dan Cooper. It's called a cream rubber.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
It's just really gritty, and that gets it off. And then I've got a sharpened stone and some camellia oil, and that always brings everything back up like brand new.
Brilliant, isn't it? It's like magic rubbing that off with it.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely amazing, amazing.
Like a pencil eraser, isn't it? Really.
Look at all these people telling me the peas are doing really well.
That's not a bad idea. We need like a thing through our arms, like when you're a kid with mittens. Just hook you. Secateurs on it.
I do fancy one of those little holsters because I got one for the Hori obviously, but not secateurs. But you can get one of them for them as well, can't you?
Need a belt.
But I suppose because I probably only do it for a few hours at a time. I don't. If I was doing it like you work, you have it with you all the time. It'd be a difference.
I've
Go
never got on with
gadget.
holsters though. I get annoyed with them when I'm bending down.
They stab into your hip.
Out, yeah. Around and then just leaving it at the side of me. And I mean, at work, I'm using them I never lose anything at work because I'm constantly using it. It's at home when I'm working, and then George comes down and say, "Will you come and play football with me?" So I wander off and then forget about what I've been doing. I've just noticed that one of my squash that had been completely left alone since I planted it over a week ago has been completely decimated since yesterday.
No.
Why? Why do they do it?
Touch wood. None of my squash have been touched. None of them. Oh, Joe, stop it.
I haven't had any peas off mine yet.
Oh. What's Jenny saying? My friend has Yeah, you can get those little springy boing telephone wire things, can't you? Joe, how do you grow your peas then?
What's the secret, Joe?
Joe, come in. Let's ask her in, Mark. Talk about peas for a minute. Come in and have a chat with us, Joe, about peas. Because Joe's in Norfolk as well, so she must have pigeons.
Everywhere's got pigeons. I'll get rid of them.
Hang on.
Hang on.
I got to figure out how to swing the camera around. Wait a minute.
It's the two little arrows.
There we go.
There you are.
Where are you?
Hello.
Yeah, Jamie, I'm not lying. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. God's sake. Sorry, my Amazon's also playing music at the same time, which is very distracting. Hang on. Here we go.
Oh my God! Look at them all hanging there like that, like Christmas decorations.
So there you go, Jamie.
Oh my goodness!
Do you want a pea or two?
Stop it!
I don't think I've ever grown
But
peas.
you've got yours up a TP or something. What?
No, mine are up my washing line pole. I have a ridiculously small. I have a normal size garden. I don't have one the size of yours, so they're in my little B&Q bed thing. Taken up a corner, and they've gone up my washing line pole. And because they were getting a little bit out of control, I had to sort of jerry rig some P&B netting with some canes. But yeah, I absolutely I picked 1.5 kilos off this 2 days ago, and
oh my God,
that's amazing.
I can still pick. And batch 2 is in the new. Oh, give me the lurcher bum. Is in the new veggie area that I created down this end, and they are just starting.
God.
That's batch 2.
Why do mine keep getting munched by pigeons then?
Are you sure it's pigeons? Because I've got loads of pigeons. I mean, look, my next door neighbour actually keeps pigeons. Look, can you see all those? Plenty of pigeons around here.
Right, let me go and show you. Let me show you mine then. It's still there. Hold on.
But look, the peas and the chard, and just to irritate Mark because you were having issues with the thing, that my squash are all doing okay as well.
Look,
courgette started.
Look at dandelions in there as well. But look,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, you've obviously got an issue.
Look at them.
But
horrendous. What's that?
I mean, I don't care. To be honest with you, if the pigeons eat the peas, I don't care as long as the slugs don't eat the dahlias. That's pretty much the rule.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. They are.
Oh look, here's my second TP.
All I can say is these seeds came from the Heritage Seed Library.
Oh,
these are Glory of Devon, and they have done phenomenally well.
These are
Dobby's
own brand.
There we go.
And
it's all about the heritage varieties, then, isn't
it? Shall we keep them even more, Janie?
Yeah. Oh God. Right, I'm coming to my Mundum tomorrow.
Quick detour.
Look here, look. Look, I've got more ready to be put back in. And you give that 2 days and they'll be gone again.
You need some of that tape, Jamie.
Cake?
Tape.
What for?
You can get shiny tape and it distracts the pigeons. You just tie it.
or CDs, spinning CDs.
Yeah.
I can't flip my camera around.
That's the 2 arrows.
Oh, there we go. So, you can kick me out now, Mark. That's fine.
Full permission.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
See you later, Joe. Thanks for coming on.
Well, that's really cheered me up. Anyway, because I have literally, my first sowing of peas, I think, where did I get them from?
Did you get any from Simply Seed?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure I got some.
Yeah, I think I might have. But they went like that within days.
Yeah.
And then that's a sowing for, well, not even a sowing, from the plugs from Dobby's. 2 days gone, and then I've got some more now. I'll put them in tomorrow, and I bet they'll be gone.
Yeah, someone's saying there about that silver tape. It is really good.
Oh, I can't see. Oh, look at that. My
Comment.
comments have stopped. Mine's stopped on Joe's batch of peas. Gone. Never mind.
Kim said, "Are you sure it's pigeons, not moss?"
If Moss had them, there wouldn't be anything left. He just ripped the whole lot out. There's nothing dainty about him. No, it's definitely pigeons. It's got to be.
Well, we've got somebody that said, "I'm Dutch and a fan of your podcast." That's very nice.
Lovely. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Rory Van Oosh.
Maybe he could come on live one day and show us his garden.
Nice tulips.
You can't say that. They don't just grow tulips.
They do very good tulips.
They do the best, obviously. Of course.
Well, they're very good at everything horticultural, really. They're like the horticultural centre of the earth, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
For everything they do. All the wonderful tours that... sorry, she...
Oh.
Oh, nice. Beautiful quilts.
I can't see anything.
You're missing out, Jamie.
I know.
You sure you're not just scrolling down?
No, I'm scrolling up and it stops. I'm going right to the beginning. Nothing, and then right back again. Stops at Norfolk Blue Door Flowers. Batch one of my peas.
Gemma's just come in.
Hey, Gemma.
Good evening.
I can't
Gemma.
see.
Yeah, so this is the state of my squash.
That's the thing. So my squashes are doing absolutely amazing. Everything else is doing fine. Just the bloody peas.
I hid these ones in amongst the tomatoes, and they've left them alone.
Wow. They obviously don't like tomatoes.
Protected by the smell.
Yeah, definitely.
Your hay fever still sounds bad.
Yeah, so only this last hour. Been alright all day.
The tomatoes are getting quite big.
They are.
Oh.
Yeah, about the same as mine, I imagine.
All tied up now, rather than laying down.
Oh. I've broke my own rule. My own rule from 2 years ago.
Which was?
When I first tying tomatoes up to the roof instead of canes. Yeah. So wrapping it round the root ball, tying it up.
Yeah.
So not last year before I used twine, jute twine.
Yeah.
And within a few weeks it started rotting.
Yeah.
So last year I used plastic garden twine, the green stuff, perfect. And this year, because I didn't have any plastic, I used normal twine again, and it started rotting already.
But do you know what you can do if that has happened? Just tie it to the stem.
I do. Yeah, I just get it down as low as I can and just tie it underneath one of the little branches.
Yeah, that's what I do as well.
Yeah.
I've started doing that instead of burying it, to be honest, because I don't like to use the plastic. So I just use normal twine and just tie it to the stem.
Yeah.
The only
I suppose so, yeah.
The only good thing about the plastic, because I do it at work with the plastic string, and I leave the plastic there after I've taken all the tomatoes up. I just tie them up in a bunch.
It's there for next year.
And then the following year, just pull them all down again.
Exactly.
So it's,
if you can use it over and over, it's fine. Yeah.
So there is those options. Good evening, two girls, one plot.
Oh, hello.
I've just listened to your latest podcast and I can't remember the word at the end.
I listened to it today as well, but I can't remember it. I obviously didn't quite finish it.
It was right at the end. It was, what were they talking about? No, it's gone.
I don't think I got to the end. I think I got home and I turned it off. I'll find out in the morning when I put it back on again.
It wasn't as memorable as Sayonara Bitches. So, Also, what's happening this weekend? There's something very big happening this weekend.
What is happening on Saturday? I presume it's Saturday.
It's, yes, the 6th, is it?
Yeah. Somebody's tying the knot.
Tying the knots.
I'm glad my comments don't work again.
Gemma says she loves it because Gemma's been a guest
Gemma's been a guest where?
on Two Girls, One Plot.
Oh, lovely.
I think that's how it came up on my feed. That's how I found them, because Gemma had been on it, and it obviously popped up on my feed somewhere. I was like, "Oh, what's this?" and went and listened back to them all. So it's thanks to Gemma being on their show that I found them. And I think because Gemma was on our show, it sort of...
What Gemma are we talking about? Colour Wheel?
Colour Wheel Gemma, yeah.
I didn't even know they had guests. Have I missed one?
You must have done. They've had... I think Gemma might have been one of their only guests. It was probably episode 3 or 4.
I definitely must have missed it, because I wouldn't miss Gemma.
Well,
you can't miss Gemma. If you hear Gemma in your ear holes, you know you're hearing her.
There you go. Gemma is their only guest.
Oh, is
How
she?
esteemed is Gemma?
Wow. Well, I can't wait for the invite then.
You're definitely not getting one now. It is a good one. Very good.
I'm going to have to look for that. What episode was it? 4.
I don't know.
3 or 4.
It's definitely an early one.
No, I'm sure I went all the way back to the beginning.
But she was giving them lots of advice of what flowers to plant and stuff, which is why they got her on. And obviously, Gemma's the floral expert that she is.
She is. She definitely is, yeah. I can give them lots of peach tree advice.
You did give them peach tree advice when they were on ours.
I did, yeah. My peaches are amazing. How are yours, girls?
Peach tree was looking rather dishevelled, wasn't it? A little bit of peach curl.
Peach leaf curl, and not even having leaves at the top, was it? It had leaves at the
like
bottom, but not the top.
It was a new tree, and it was their second attempt as well. I've got at work. We've got a nectarine tree that I noticed was covered in nectarine.
Lovely.
Might be able to show off with some nectarines.
I've got a nectarine tree that I was bought by a friend. It's still in the pot. Been in the pot for over a year. I've got to know where to put it. It has no nectarines on it.
Pigeons.
I haven't got it. Pidgey.
Steph, homegrown at the Maidens, has just bought a peach tree, but it looks like a stick at the moment.
Yeah, they do. They do. But mine's lovely now. I'm not taking any peaches off it this year. Wonderful. And then, because the last 2 years I've picked them off to give it a fighting chance, but I'm not going to take any off this year. And they're already good, good size.
It's August time, isn't it, that they start to be July, August?
Yeah. About the same time as Steph's allotment. What do you call it? Insta Village Games. Insta Village show.
Insta Village Games. That's like the Hunger Games.
Insta Village show. That's when I was sending peaches out to judges.
Bribing judges.
It was all in jest. We know that.
Did you actually win? You did, didn't you? You did win something. Yeah.
I won best plot, didn't I?
Oh, that's right. Award-winning plot.
Kelly.
Right.
Kelly
Kelly
Dogs. Kelly Dogs, as I call her.
Kelly Dogs.
Yeah, because she's got dogs. I can't call the other Kelly Cakes anymore because she don't make cakes anymore.
Going to be a week later this year as I'm on holiday. Oh,
that is terrible. Absolutely terrible. That's all right. Gives us more chance to catch up, Steph.
Well, the weather needs to play ball, doesn't it? That's the problem.
Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I'll tell you
My
what was...
apple tree's got apples.
Oh,
So
I've got millions of apples.
had that.
I've got a Bramley tree in there that's got absolutely millions of them.
Mine's James Grieve. I've had to take some off because it was getting too heavy. It's
Yeah.
absolutely lathered in them.
Is it quite new?
Yeah, planted last year.
So it's your first cropping year off it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it had like one last year and it fell off before it was ripe. So, who was it that was talking about? Was it? It might have been Two Girls One Plot that were talking about apples and saying they were the size of golf balls and could you eat them that size?
Yes, they were last
They
week.
were.
I was waiting for them to eat one because that would be
It's so
absolutely vile.
That's an Instagram live, isn't it? Biting
Oh,
some
yeah.
of those.
Oh, I was so wishing they was going to eat one. Oh dear, funny. Aren't parsnips an absolute pain in the backside?
Yeah.
I've got a few different sowings around the garden, but I've sowed just down here. I've sowed 4 rows of carrots and 4 rows of parsnips, and the carrots are up nicely now. But it's still been, it's been 3 weeks. Still nothing. Absolute nightmare.
Who was it that I saw that germinates them on like tissue paper first
Yeah,
and then plants
someone.
them
Yeah.
because then you've guaranteed that they're going to germinate because they're so slow.
Fat. Yeah, I know it's at least 21 days, isn't it? But I thought I'd see something by now. 3 weeks, 21 days.
I always forget to do them, and if I do them, I forget that I've sown them and then plant something else on top of them. Bloody birds will have had the label away or something.
Well, I done that last year, I think, but nothing came of it. But Teresa loves parsnips, and this was you sow some parsnips, Yeah, we've got plenty of parsnips, but this row here hasn't. Well, 4 rows haven't done anything, and I've just had a little tickle about, and there's definitely nothing in there.
My carrots are only just coming through at work that I sowed a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so these ones are probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So it's just cold though. The ground is cold. Normally you can put your hand on the ground and it's warm, can't you? But that is absolutely cold on here.
The temperature's dropped again this evening. It's not very warm again.
It's cold. No temperature in that soil at all. It's quite dry.
It's not a good year.
No. It's not a good year to be your first year, is it?
I don't know. It depends what your conditions are, I guess. If it's like you with your fancy new beds full of plant grow, it'd probably still be all right.
Yeah, but then slugs take over.
Exactly. Slugmageddon this year.
Oh, it's horrendous. Last year was awesome. I didn't have any slugs. Never, not a single one. Nothing. But this year, but they have slowed down since we had that warm patch.
Yeah.
That the high sun. They obviously don't like the heat, do they? Not that much anyway.
Well, I found loads in my polytunnel the other day when I made that reel. After I moved a pallet out of the way and there was just a line of them where the pallet was touching the soil. Like, oh, that's where you're hiding then.
What I did notice is the little bit of the greenhouse, my chilly bit, the low bit at the front. All last year I had that all fenced off. So it was just a little gap at the front. I didn't shut it, but I found it fenced off because there were the chickens in there. And they got in there the other day. And I noticed they didn't touch any chili plants, no aubergine plants or anything. So I went, oh, yeah, carry on. You get in there and get all the slugs and snails. So that's open now. If the chickens want to go in, they can go in.
What perfect thing. Use chickens to get them. They'll be having a nice feast.
I don't want them to come in here, though, because they'll shred everything actually in here.
That's true. They'll scratch everything to death, won't they?
But in, with the chilies and aubergines, not bothered about them.
So they not damage the roots or anything like that.
They don't go too deep. They only have a little scratch on top and then move along. So
it'd be quite good to have little bantams, wouldn't it? Because I guess they don't make anywhere near as much mess as like the more rescue hen type.
I guess, I suppose so.
They don't scratch as deep, do they? They ain't got as big a feet.
No.
Yeah, they'd be
I
good
want,
to.
I want a couple of chickens that do the blue eggs. I know that's a bit posh, but I want a couple of blue egg layers.
Yeah, ducks don't scratch apparently. Yeah, I really want some runner ducks.
Oh yeah, somebody else said about that the other day.
We almost had some runner ducks. Steph's nan bought us some when we first moved in, but we didn't really, because of Roland. We had Roland then as well. We didn't want to risk Roland dirting the ducks, and we, it was just a bit chaotic when we got it. But
Yeah.
I quite fancy some of those runner ducks.
But I just imagine they would cause chaos, though.
I don't know.
They'd be up through the beds and everywhere, wouldn't they?
But apparently they're not as destructive as chickens.
Oh.
Because they haven't got the claws, have they? They're webbed feet, obviously. So I think they peck more than scratch.
Exactly.
They'd probably eat all your beans. Well, your dogs do that.
The dogs do that. I ain't got enough now. Let them bloody ducks in there. So I had a big old harvest of radish earlier.
That was that your watermelon ones?
No,
No.
that was just I can't remember what ones they were. They weren't the pink beauty. They were the other side. Just think English breakfast, I think. But just shows don't plant a whole packet at the same time.
Well, you should have left some of them, and then you'd have had the seed pods.
Yeah, but how long does that take?
Doesn't take very long. If you leave them, they literally go to flower within a couple of weeks. And then the seed pods. It doesn't take very long at all.
I might do that with some of the melon ones. So.
Yeah. And then you can just keep harvesting them.
Because they're
salads.
They're expensive. They're lovely radishes, but they're expensive. The seeds. I was talking to Kim earlier about it and saying all these lovely posh heritage seeds are nice, but seem to be a lot more money.
Oh, they are really expensive, and you don't get as many seeds in a packet either because they don't produce as many seeds. And it's not as big a industry, is it? It's quite a cottage industry at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, before She Grows Veg started doing a lot of them, you just couldn't get them in this country. A lot of it was like importing it, like Catherine did, getting the snake from America and stuff.
But we did say when I was talking with her earlier that there must be a reason why the heritage seeds are heritage, because they don't grow as well. Or I don't know. That's why they've stopped doing it.
Yeah.
And they've produced all these other ones because they grow better. They're a bit more disease resistant and.
Yeah. That's supposedly the idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell Jamie when I see him some of the seeds from my peas next year. Oh, he'll send.
Who's that?
Jo said she'll send you some seeds from my peas for next year.
I'm coming to get some plants.
Garden design Dan's in.
Hey, Dan.
Evening, Dan.
We heard him having a chat with Kim yesterday in the car.
Oh, that was who she was talking to, was it?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out who it was.
Yeah.
That was who she was giggling away at.
Yeah, lovely. He's a lovely bloke. And I was having a look at some of Mario stuff he's doing. God, proper skilled bloke he is.
He's good at what he does, doesn't he? Proper.
Oh, yeah.
What's the word? Artisan tradesman.
Yeah. Yeah, really good. Really, really good.
Has he done any other show gardens, or is Kim his first show garden?
I'm not sure. I think I haven't heard much. I think it's his first one.
I'm sure he'll get quite a bit of work because he's very good at what he does.
Yeah, that what he did on Kim's garden was absolutely amazing.
Really was one of the highlights of the garden. That it really did. Yeah. And the type of stone it was, it just looked lovely.
Yeah.
There was quite a lot of nice paving at Hampton Court yesterday, actually.
There was loads.
Yeah.
And a lot of the self-binding gravel, everybody's using that. That's what Mario put in between the the blocks there. That's really, really popular, isn't it? Because they want to try and get away from cement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Good idea. Is it lime or something that's in it that binds it?
No, it's clay.
Clay.
The only thing is, I said to him, if you, because a lot of people, they were using it just as the path.
Yeah.
But when it's wet, you do get a residue. You do get a thing off, on the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah.
So if you walk, obviously you can't walk straight into the house off of it because you'll get white footprints.
Yeah. So if you were using it as a base, it's probably a better idea as a base rather than an actual.
That's what it is, a base, and in between the bricks that binds them
grout.
together. Yeah. But it's good. He left the pockets for the planting in between them. That was really smart. Yeah, he's done a really good job there. We'll have to get him on, talk about landscaping. That'd be a good one.
It would be.
Hello, Bramble.
Okay.
Oh, I tell you what I haven't looked at yet. Let's see if the old mole is in the sweet corn bed.
I need to do some of my tomatoes are going wonky.
Oh, yes.
Got moles.
Oh,
Do you have moles regularly?
oh, out on the front bit of the lawn, there's moles there. Look at that. They're everywhere.
Have you had farmers harvesting stuff around you?
No, the only main field we got is the one there, and that's still full of barley, so that's not.
Because I've got
Oh.
the field next to me, which is hay, and they've came and done that, and I think they've displaced them from there, and they've moved over into my garden for a few weeks whilst they worry that they were going to get dug up or something. But
Yeah.
they don't tend to stick around in my garden, luckily. But they are annoying.
Is Kim still in?
Probably not.
Look what I've got. First one.
No.
These are what I left all these tubers in last year, and they're all fine. I just let them go wild. Oh my God!
Moles as well.
Let me show you something I spotted earlier. I didn't even think about it. It's been in for a few weeks since this other bed's been up. Well, a few weeks, a couple of months. I didn't even think about it until I was standing in the right position.
Cauliflowers.
Cauliflowers! Look at that!
That's amazing. Oh, where did I see the other day? Really good tip for cauliflowers is to peg the leaves together at the top,
yeah.
and it
To keep it
from
white.
molting. And
Keep it white. Yeah.
Oh.
That was Two Girls, One Plot as well. We're talking about that.
Was it?
Yeah. Don't keep bigging them up, Mark.
Sorry. Stop talking about that. I'm sure I saw it somewhere else as well. I do.
I've seen it on the program somewhere before. Just cover it over it keeps it white.
Yeah.
But I think that's the first cauliflower I've actually ever grown. They normally just go all manky and horrible. Which that one probably will now. Now I've said about it. Show us something nice in your garden.
There's my apple tree. Look.
Ooh. I guess that's an eater.
Yeah, that's James Grieve. And then there's this one, which is supposed to be an apple tree.
Ah,
It's actually a pear tree.
did it not have any leaves on it when you got it?
No, it was bare root.
No.
And the company that sent it to me went bust, so I can't even get a replacement.
Don't you like pears?
Yeah, I do like pears, but I've got a pear tree over here as well, so I've now got two pear trees and one apple. I was just planting these before I came on. Beetroot.
Beetroot?
Yeah.
They're a bit big, aren't they, to plant out?
I thought they were in 9cm pots.
Oh, right, okay.
Everything keeps getting eaten. I'm growing stuff on bigger.
Yeah.
Try and stop it getting chomped.
Yeah. I've just sown earlier. I sowed some chard and some different mixed mixed salad leaves and things. Put them in a tray in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
To do the same, just let them get a bit bigger first, and then be a bit warmer in there as well. Maybe push them on a bit rather than sitting out this blooming cold. Show me the blade. Oh yeah, so it's starting to get a bit.
Does get scratched at the bottom. The back's quite scratched as well.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't stay on for long.
Yeah.
But they are good.
Bramble.
They're nice and light.
Might treat myself.
They're not that expensive either, really, and they do work. You know, they do last. So once you've got it,
Yeah.
40 quid for a decent spade is not bad. And I much prefer the pointy spades.
I was just about to say it's a pointy one. I've never really used a pointy one. I've used a long handle pointy one before. You know, like the Americans use.
Like a shovel.
Yeah.
Like a grave. My dad calls it a grave digging shovel.
Yeah. 6 foot shovel. Get deep. How's your willow?
Should we go down to the well?
We saw that willow man there at Hampton Court yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, that makes the almost like topiary trees out of willow, doesn't he? So you get the weaved stem and then a bit of green on top.
Yeah. Bloody gnats are out.
So this is the tunnel.
Oh, bloody hell, you wouldn't know now, would you? I suppose some of those branches you can have off and start again, can you? When they get a bit longer.
Yeah, well, a lot of it I'll weave back in as well to thicken it all up.
Yeah.
But inside you can tell still.
That's done so well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gone really well this year. It's a nice spot to sit because it's shaded. So if it's really hot,
yeah,
it's nice and shaded in here. So you can just, and it's cooler. The second you walk in here, it brings the temperature down because it holds all the temperature above it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. Bloody gnats are terrible.
George just place stuff everywhere.
Garden's got to be a garden, Mark.
Yeah. It's not all pretty. It's not all pretty.
No, definitely not.
Oh, these bloody teasels. Look at the size of these teasels.
Oh my god.
Self-fed. They're all leaning because the hedge is massive.
Bloody hell. They're huge. Absolutely massive.
Sorbus trees that I was saying about yesterday.
Oh yeah.
No leaves, but still alive.
I guess it should have leaves by now.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Huge.
Go to the jungle. I'm down this end. Need a hat on.
Oh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Bloody gnats. Oh wow.
Ooh, this geranium.
I like a little geranium. I don't like the old styley, grandma ones.
The monk's hood.
Ooh.
Poison. Yeah, this bit's gone a bit crazy.
Bloody hell.
It's all just flopped because of all the wind and the rain. Need to tidy it all up.
I've noticed in my border this year, it's too full. It was perfect last year, but this year it's too full because everything's coming back bigger.
Yeah, you need to divide it and split it.
It's just anything a bit smaller is just getting killed off. I must have had, I don't know, 10 or 12 salvias and different GMs and things in there, and they've hardly done anything. Because all the bigger stuff is just crowding it out. So I'll have to have a bit of a sort out later on in the year.
That's the thing.
But it's only because last year I just chucked everything in there because it was my
Just to fill it up.
first year of gardening.
That's
It
the
looks
good
alright.
thing about using annuals. If you get your perennials in, and then if you do get any gaps, you can chuck an annual in there, and then if you know it's not going to come back. So the
I was just going to garden shows and buying perennials. Chuck it all in. God, I'm getting eaten to bits in here. Back in the poly.
A bit warmer in here. Really cold out there now.
There's 15 on my watch.
Which
15.
I mean, we're in July now. You'd expect it to be.
Oh, you should be having 20, shouldn't you, at night time, really? Or at least 15 in the middle of the night, yeah.
Yes. Funny old year.
That's been a funny year. Wet.
It's quite cold today as well. Even when I was in the greenhouse, it wasn't unbearable. Whereas usually July, you don't want to even be in the greenhouse because it's just mega hot.
No, definitely not. Especially from 11 till 3:30, 4ish.
Yeah.
It's a real bad time. Well, I hope everything's all right with Jenny.
Hopefully.
I'll have a chat with her and see if we can book her in another time.
Yeah.
Sorry for anybody who came to see Jenny and very disappointed just got to see me and Mark rambling on.
Nice to have a little ramble every now and again.
It's nice to have a ramble, yeah, just about what's going on. It really is, yeah.
I'll have to see what the robo mower's doing tomorrow because I programmed a new area.
Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Before I left, so because what I've done is I've set it to do lines and crisscrosses everywhere because I read online if you do it it will finish areas and then it'll go and park. So then you'll have like more time when it's not doing anything, which means you can program it to do more areas. So you get twice the cutting area because when it's just doing random patterns, it takes longer to cut an area.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's doing it methodically up and down, it'll only take a certain amount of hours to do that area, and then it'll get all the areas done, and it'll just go and stop.
Oh, right.
So I've got another area of the garden which it can easily get to, and the satellite reaches. So I've programmed it to do that. So that's another. It was doing it. It's done. I think it's done half of it. So hopefully tomorrow it'll finish that bit off. And that'll be another area of the garden that I'd have to mow. So that'll be.
It's really good, isn't it? That you can track it with your phone and all that. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good bit. I mean, for $4,500, it should be all bells and whistles, shouldn't it? But
bloody hell. What kind of warranty does it have on it?
5 years, I think.
Oh, has it? Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, it's good warranty.
Yeah, it needs to be.
Service every year, but there's not a lot that can go wrong with them, really, unless it falls in the lake.
I suppose. What is there? A couple of motors and bearings and things. That's it. A bit of electronics.
Yeah, it's only the 2 back wheels because it's a jockey wheel at the front. So
is it? Right, yeah.
Yeah. You turn it upside down. There's not a lot there.
That's why you can turn on a 6-1 saying, can't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely a good bit of kit.
You have to tell it to go to bed. No, it does that on its own, Joe. It just wanders off and runs Chris over on the way and then goes into its little charging port. But yeah,
definitely.
It's the first time I'd actually programmed it myself because the guy came and set it all up and did it. So I was interested to see whether I could actually do it because you've got once you've mapped the area, you've got to put a transport path to the area so that it knows how to get to it and back to its charging point. So you have to drive it back to its charging point from where you were. So just me wandering around on my phone with the mower going along in front of me.
Amazing, isn't it?
but so much
Absolutely
easier than
amazing.
what it used to be, having to put bloody wires all the way around the edge of the lawn.
Oh God,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's just,
definitely. Yeah, Nathan's one's alright because he's just got a big rectangle lawn. You know,
yeah,
it's not, so it's fine.
which is simple, isn't it?
And it just goes from the base all the way around and back to the base again.
Yeah, yeah. But at
If
work, it
no,
never would
if you
work.
had beds and ponds and God knows what, that it wouldn't happen.
But yeah, I think everyone's going down the whole satellite thing. Husqvarna were the first one, and
Yeah.
I think Adam was saying that Stiga have got a everyday person version of that, where it's like a satellite. And
Yeah, that's it. They've definitely got one. Yeah.
So be like the little hoovers that everybody's got in their houses.
Yeah.
Tree garden.
I'd have one for out here. I could have one around all these beds, couldn't I? It'd be brilliant.
Yeah, get on. You know,
Yeah.
you've got your. Well, you don't need it. You've got your strimmer and your.
I know I've got all the other
mower.
mowers, yeah, but yeah, that'd be nice. No, I don't know where they're.
What's the difference between the two mowers then?
Oh, so the one that I've already put a reel up is just for a small back garden, really, but it could do a lot more than that. I've done my back lawn, which is probably 7 meters by 7 meters square, something like that.
So
It's not tiny, but that is just the one in there.
yeah.
And I used the same batteries to strim it all as well, and it still had 3 bars on it. And it's so light, I can almost hold the handles and pick it up.
Yeah.
I thought when I first got out of the box, I thought, oh God, this is going to be a bit tin pot, a bit toy town, but absolutely amazing thing. And when you're driving it, if you go over when you're mowing, if you go over a thick clump,
Yeah.
you hear the motor speed up.
Okay.
It recognises that it's a tougher bit and it speeds up.
Yeah.
Brilliant little thing. It's really light, for, I don't want to say for elderly people or anything like that, but it would be awesome for someone, without the strength to push a big mower around.
And it's
So light.
Is it a self-driven one as well? It pulls itself along, or is it a
No,
push?
that one doesn't. That's push, but it doesn't weigh anything. I bet it weighs 6 kilos, something like that. It's really, really light.
And that's
But the other one,
battery.
2 batteries, 2 20-amp batteries, the same as the strimmer.
Yeah.
But the other one is called the twin clip, which is a proper professional one.
Yeah.
That's got 2 48-volt batteries in it.
Yeah.
That is an absolute beast. Absolute beast. So I cut round here. I cut all our side, all of my old bit of allotment back there, all round the side, the drive, and that still had 3 bars on it. That's absolutely amazing. When we went to the Norfolk show, I went and spoke to the bloke on the Stiga stand and told him what was happening. And he said, yeah, they have to put a time on it, a run time, but the Stiga ones are just way, way, way over the top.
Well, the Mountfield one that I've got, the batteries in it are Stiga, so my batteries are the same as what you've got in yours.
Oh, are they?
They're the same company.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a Mountfield mower, but it's got Stiga batteries.
Components, yeah.
So my batteries and my charger's probably exactly the same as what you've got.
But that's no different. Mountfield used to have Briggs and Stratton engine.
Yeah, exactly. So they're just using the same technology.
Yeah.
So it's very it's very similar. Ours probably work exactly the same.
But they've got they do electric ride-ons, a whole range of electric ride-ons, and the bloke said they're just absolutely phenomenal things.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's good that the technology's getting out there to stop using petrol, because it's horrible driving around. But even with a petrol lawnmower, you stink afterwards.
Of course you do.
And strimmers are the worst. Strimmers are horrible. I hate strimmers.
Noisy and
oil in there as well, aren't you? The two-stroke.
Two-stroke ones, yeah. Yeah, I just want to I've got 3 big old petrol strimmers in the shed, and I'm just going to get rid of them. The only thing is, out here in her horse field, because I don't want it sprayed. I don't want all the
ragwort down.
The ragwort's terrible. I had 2 hours. Teresa goes out and has, hours trying to pull it up. It's just absolutely horrendous. But I'd rather pull it than trim it. But if it gets too close for its seeding, I'll just go out there with a strimmer.
Yeah, get rid of it all.
I'd rather pull it and get rid. But but they do big ones, like the long stick ones.
Yeah.
Equivalents. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have a chat with them. But yeah, there's so much out there. The big thistles and brambles and things. You can't on that little one I got there. That's no good for that. But no, that's really, really, really good bits of kit. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, 2 girls, 1 plot said they want one of those Ryobi hose things, that you can put in your water butt.
Yeah, they said about that, didn't they?
What's his name? James. He's got one in his allotment, hasn't he? One of those Ryobi ones that he shoved in and waters everything.
Who's James?
I don't remember his handle.
Well, can you put a hose pipe on the end of it?
Yeah.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, it's basically like a pump,
Yeah.
but I think it's a drill battery. So like all of Ryobi's, I think it's Ryobi 1.
Yeah.
And you just put that battery on the end, and then you put a hose and stick it into your water butt, and then you can just water like it's a normal hose.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's cordless, so if you ain't got any power.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Really good bit.
I've got I'm quite lucky because I've got the stream down there. I've got my pump in the stream, so I can water to my heart's content.
I still remember that. That's the funniest thing I've seen in a long time.
When I was trying,
everything blew off.
Oh my god, I was absolutely drenched. I might find that out and repost that.
I think that was when I started following you right at the beginning. That was quite
oh my god, that was unbelievable. The fitting came off, didn't it? It just kept.
And you had to prime it, didn't you? Because it
yes,
dry. So
that's right. Yeah, you have to open it, get a little watering can, and oh Jesus, mental.
Yeah, do repost that. Give somebody a laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, I because there's an old boy lives over there, that side, where those big trees are, and he's got veggie patch and he grows Christmas trees and everything. And for years he's had a little pump in the river that runs between us. And he said, "Oh yeah, I hide mine when because they come round because it's owned by the internal drainage board or something.
Yeah,
they have to come and keep it clean every so often. They come down with the strimmers and diggers and things."
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, every time I see him, I pull it out." I said, "You don't have to. You're allowed by the law. I'm allowed to pump 20,000 litres out of there as long as it's not for any monetary gain."
Yeah.
So if it's for watering this or feeding the horses or something, it's fine.
Yeah, we're the same at work because the irrigation's fed from the dike. You have to have like a license that's say you're only taking that much and you won't take any more. Like the inlet had to be set at a certain level, so if the stream got below that level, we weren't allowed to take any more.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But my little bit to water all this is
exactly
nothing. Doesn't even didn't make any dent in it whatsoever.
Not what the farmers when they've got their big sprinkler
with the big
things.
6-inch pipes drawing it. Oh yeah, ridiculous. And they're shooting it out about 200 metres across the field. Yeah, exactly.
They're doing that in Lincolnshire now.
Yeah,
because it's dry.
Yeah, I've got them. Teresa deals with lots of farmers, and she said what the money they have to pay the water board for all that pumping out of there is just phenomenal. So much money they have to pay.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it really is. Right, Mark, I'm getting eaten.
Yeah.
Go in, have a tea.
See you next week.
See you next week. See everybody else next week. Thanks for watching.
Thanks everyone for tuning in and listening to us ramble.
Yes.
See you later. Bye.
Ta-da. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Through the Garden Gate.